All right, y'all, free to land. Welcome to the show. My name is Afton. This is the Maroon Way. So look, man, just a quick little info video, man. Have y'all heard about this? Have y'all heard about this? The Justice for Black Farmers Act. Cory Booker been working on it along with Elizabeth the Snake Warren and Senator Gillibrand from out of New York. And they put together this bill, man. And what this bill wants to do is wants to put together an $8 billion a year fund for 9 years to give out up to 160 acres each to 20,000 black people a year. I mean, sounds good. It sounds good. And I got other videos where I'm really, digging into this. But basically, uh, members from the National Black Food and Justice Organization, they've been sitting down with Senator Booker, and this bill is the result of that. Now, of course, this actually making it, on the Senate floor is going to depend on, the current situation in Georgia right now regarding those runoff races. I got other videos. Wait, how we do it? How we do it? No, we do it this way. Yeah, other videos. Yeah, right there. Other videos right there talking about some of the other mechanics of it. But I just want to really, you got to give props to the folks that sat down with Senator Booker and and actually got him to author this piece of legislation. And you gotta you gotta give props to Elizabeth Warren. I'm not even gonna call her the snake, but you gotta give props to her. And of course, Gillibrand. Gillibrand is decent as far as I'm concerned with or whatnot. But they did this. Of course, there's gonna be some political and legislative mechanics to make this actually happen by the time the next farm bill go around. But this is, to me, this is it kind of shows what's possible, and this is going to be in the news cycle. This is not going nowhere. Is this reparations? No, I would not call this reparations. I just think it's a move toward justice, and I think that if anybody tries to call this reparations, uh, it would be problematic, and we should probably try to shut that shit down or whatnot. This is not reparations. This is just some shit that they should have been doing anyway. This solves specifically the racism within the USDA that was happening even under Obama. Even after they fired Mama Shirley Sherrod, the USDA was still doing racist shit under Tom Vilsack or whatever the fuck his name was or whatnot. But I don't want to get into that negative. This bill, this is a very, very positive uh, piece of potential legislation that it could definitely change uh, uh, the fabric of the United States. This could definitely be very, very positive for Black people as a constituency within the United States of America. This could be very positive for the United States of America as a whole, if it happens or whatnot. This will make the United States of America stronger because we're all here together and all that stuff. If it happens, I just really want to give props to the black folk that sat down with Cory Booker. You know what I'm saying? And made this happen. Now, if we can get some juice behind Rosario Dawson and get that boy to stop taking all that farmer money and get him to really, really start saying, this is the way it's going to be. This could be good, but I don't even want to get into all that. So why is this bill important, man? A lot of people don't know our history uh, dealing with the English people. You know what I'm saying? In this country. And I say the English people because uh, I'm a New African. I'm a citizen of the Republic of New Africa. And I recognize that we've been killing slavers on this land with our First Nations brothers and sisters ever since 1526. Spanish slavers. We killed Spanish slavers. We killed English slavers. You know, and we're gonna we calm down. But yeah, uh, you know, we've been here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We predate the United States of America. But what what has to be realized is that let's fast forward to slavery, the 13 colonies, all that nonsense. Civil War, right? Uh, Lincoln signs, and of course he was a racist white supremacist as well or whatnot. But he signs the Emancipation Proclamation that basically uh, frees us and allows us to do certain things legally. Here's the math of the situation that a lot of people are not aware of, and a lot of people allow themselves to be degraded or put down by history. But between the Emancipation Proclamation, which is 1863, and let's just say the UNIA's Harlem Convention in 1920, between that period of time, which is not 60 years, I think it's 50, 57 years, so not even 60 years, we went from being property to owning more, or owning right at 20 million acres of land. We went from being chattel slavery to being property owners, having over 20 million acres of land. A lot of people don't know that history, and I think that one of the reasons we're so weak right now is because people don't know the history. They don't know what we're capable of doing. They don't know what we've already done. They're not familiar with the numbers. Uh, but yeah, so interestingly enough, after the UNIA marched in Harlem, uh, black land ownership started declining. The number of black farmers started declining. We went from uh, 14% uh, of all farmers in the United States were black to now we're at, I think it's like 1.4% of all farmers now are black. The average retirement age of a black farmer, I think it's like 12 years uh, higher than the average age of retirement for or the average age of other farmers, which is 58. No, 56. For us, it's like 58. Uh, and when you start talking about farmland, now we're down to less than 4 million acres. So we went from 1920, 20 million acres to 2012, like 4 million acres. And I think it's close to like 3.4. But yeah, so that's like the main reason why this bill is going to have some juice. There's going to be some juice, especially on the heels of the Pickford settlement or whatnot. A lot of us, we don't know the Pickford settlement. That's crazy. Uh, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of history in that. For instance, uh, at the height of the civil rights movement, uh, Slater King, who's actually MLK's cousin. He was down there in Albany and whatnot. He was trying to figure out, like, how can we really do something that's actually empowering within the civil rights movement. And what they did was they actually they put together a team, and they went over to Israel, and they looked at how the Israelis. I know, I know, I know. They went over there and looked at how the Israelis were forming kibbutz or a kibbutz to collectively work the land. And they came back over here and and that's a whole nother video, by the way, the kibitz and how we need to be looking closely at that model. But anyway, they looked at the kibitz, they looked at that model of collective work and responsibility, and they came over here and they created a legal entity uh, based on their experience in Israel, based on what they saw in Israel, and that entity is the Community Land Trust. And what happened was some SNCC activists on the ground in the Albany movement, engaging with that group, put together a team of 500 families, and they went out and they created New Communities. New Communities was one of the first, if not the first, and absolutely the largest community land trust in the history of the United States of America. And I want to say they had at least, oh my God, I don't know the exact number. They had at least 15. They had at least 1,500 acres. They might have had as many as 4,000 acres or whatnot. And because of USDA racism, they ended up losing that land. There was they had a diversified operation. They were very successful. They had roadside markets. They had money coming in. You know, they were taking care of themselves, but it was a drought that year. They went to the USDA, applied for a loan so they could continue to be economically solvent. And of course, you know, the USDA, some racist motherfuckers, denied them that loan. They ended up losing the land, and they ended up losing the Community Land Trust. So fast forward a couple of decades, and the Pickford lawsuit happens, and lo and behold, two of the largest payouts received from that lawsuit, from that settlement, went to Baba Charles and Mama Shirley Sherrod, who were principal organizers of communities, of New Communities, that first Community Land Trust. And they received that large payout based off of the pain and suffering they endured from the denial of loans that caused them to lose New Communities. And of course, you know, if you follow politics, Obama ended up firing her because Breitbart posted a doctored video of her saying that she was racist towards white farmers. And of course, the full video came out, and a bunch of Negroes ended up looking stupid. And she did not take her job back when Obama called her to offer it back. She instead sued Breitbart, got a settlement out of their whole asses. That Breitbart motherfucker ended up killing himself, and Mama Shirley Sherrod is sitting on even more fat stacks. So this bill is basically it's kind of like the right coming after the jab. You know what I'm saying? If Pickford was the jab, you know, jab jab, technically 3 jabs, jab jab jab, and now you come, you know what I'm saying, with that right. That's what this bill would be. It would be the right, and it's whether it's not it's going to land. I don't know. There's a lot of political considerations again with the current runoff race in Georgia, and even if the Democrats get those 2 seats, technically they now control the Senate because Kamala Harris is the president pro tem. She's going to be the deciding vote in case of ties, voting ties. So Democrats basically technically they have the potential to have the House, the Senate, technically, in the White House. So this could be a possibility if everything happens. But yeah, it's an excellent initiative. You know, y'all know me. I'm a New African nationalist. You know, but at the same time, I live here. I mean, I don't. There's nothing bad with it on the surface. It's just good work. It's you know, again, full spectrum. I don't believe everything's on the table. Everything's a weapon. You know, every avenue of attack is an avenue of attack. So, kudos to the folks that sat down with Cory Booker and, got him straight on the history. Kudos to, uh, the two other senators, including Senator Gillibrand or whatnot. But yeah, man, this is good stuff. If you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. But either way, there's some things we need to start doing to prepare for whether this becomes a political reality or not. Because we don't have to wait on this. I'm going to do a video on like what we should be doing, and it's going to be, damn it, where's it going to be? Oh yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be right over there. It's going to be right over there. Right over there. Yeah, just click right there and it should pop up right there. But anyway, y'all, this is Athens. This is the Maroon Way. We're also trying to get farmland. So you can head over to our fundraiser. The links will be in the description, as well as all the links to all of these articles that break this stuff down or whatnot. And so you can get yourself briefed on it because it's very interesting or whatnot. But we're also trying to get farmland, so if you can help us out. Also, you can hit us up at Venmo at Maroon Way. That'll be listed too. But yeah, tune in next time. Free the land, free the land, free the land by any means necessary.